Due diligence for small business. As a business management student, I would like to explain Uncle Xavier about due diligence and how he could possibly conduct the process in order to avoid potential risks, and for making a sound choice between buying an existing franchise territory or starting up a new territory. For Uncle Xavier, the purpose of the due diligence will be to ensure that all the assumptions and conditions of a purchase offer for a company, and all the relevant risks have been identified. There are three major ways for conducting due diligence, which include professional advice, personal networks, and own research. For Uncle Xavier, I would recommend to firstly use his personal network to ask some of his knowledgeable reference about the performance of the franchise territories that he is considering to become a part of, and also for the option to start up. For the purpose of personal research, he could undertake a range of activities, such as by conducting a desktop research or market research of certain location, by speaking to owners of other dogs washing businesses, by observing his target market, and also by speaking with his potential customers. Due diligence he needs to do for buying an existing franchise. In order to buy an existing territory, Uncle Xavier needs to undertake the following diligences. What laws will be applicable? This includes laws such as common laws, property laws, privacy laws, retail tenancy laws, and tax laws. Who are the main governing studios? The main governing studios would be the Competition Customer Act 2010, Corporations Act 2001, Australia Security and Investment Commission Act 2001. What common franchise documentation he needs to complete? For buying an existing territory, he needs to complete a set of documentation, which will include corporate profile, confidentiality agreement, pro-franchise agreement, the information statement, training agreement, disclosure document, security agreement, and operations manual. The completion of these documents are ensured in order to move forward with the agreement. What could be the potential litigations and prosecutions that may come across? He needs to assess the potential litigation and prosecution that may come his way from the franchises, suppliers, employers, customers, and regulators. What are the key provisions and entitlement terms of franchisors? He needs to assess the key provisions like marketing fee, training, and support that will offered or what they need to meet. Complies with the Competition and Customer Act Code, CCA. A thorough analysis of CCA should be undertaken to find out the code to which he must comply. The due diligence he needs to do for starting up a new territory. In order to buy an existing territory, Uncle Xavier needs to undertake the following diligences. Strategic due diligences. This will help him get a detailed strategic view of strategic planning and identification of potentials. Financial due diligences. This will help him get a detailed for excess income, cash flow, liquidity, equity, and debit capital, and financing structure. Operational due diligences. This will help assess the risks and potentially increase the value of his targeted business option. Commercial due diligence. The commercial due diligence will help in analyzing the market and in particular and the value chain of the business model, which include the market, competitive analysis, benchmarking, customer, product, pricing, and USP. Market due diligence. This will help to analyze the market situation, internal company analysis, external company analysis, and planning data sources and success factors. Human resources and organizational due diligence. This will help to analyze situation, human capital, and individual human capital. The chain store strategy versus independent operation strategy. Uncle Xavier also needs to compare between franchising with an existing chain or having an independent operation. This requires him to assess the associated risks and the potential of both the options individually. Risks. In case of franchising or store chain operations, the risk is less for Uncle Xavier, as the franchise will be the one who will bear the risks. Additionally, the funds are also less vulnerable. In comparison, independent operation pose a higher risk to him, as he will be the only one who will be responsible if there is any loss. The potential. In case of independent operations, the potential is observed. Apparently, with the great responsibility, he will also be keeping all the profit by himself only. Whereas, in the case of franchising, his earning will be limited as he would also need to pay the franchising fee, which is also referred as a royalty fee. That's all. Thanks for listening.